So, hey, what's going on? I don't know how long it's been since I made a video of things, how I feel on things, and what's going on. But, hey, there's a lot going on in the world right now. Y'all know that. You gotta wear a mask. If you're essential, well, you know how it goes. Um, but for people that know me, sort of know me, or kind of know me, at least from my Facebook page, or maybe having a conversation, a random conversation. Y'all know I'm into the paranormal, weird stuff, UFOs, ghosts, Bigfoot, why women, choose shitty guys over nice guys. You know that kind of thing. That's it's kind of my passion. Always been since I was a kid. Been checking out them UFO books and ghost books as long as I can remember. When you're a kid and growing up, and so yeah, maybe my head's into those things or whatever. But yeah, it's just something I love. It's just something that's always been in my heart for a long time. And but with the recent events of what's going on in the world, and like I said before, it's been a lot of craziness and everything going on. And I feel like with that, there's a lot of people out there. It's not just what I'm talking about, but there's a lot of other people wanting their agendas out there, out in the world to for people to see. And because people, in situations in times like these, there's people are scared and they're kind of unsure about things. So there's a lot of information out there. It could be right information, it could be wrong information, but there's a lot of information out there about all kinds of things, and people what they're gonna do is they're gonna cling to what they feel is right or whatever. And I'm not saying what's right or wrong, what you cling to. It is what it is. And but the UFO phenomena, UAP phenomena, has been kind of a big thing lately in the past. I don't want to, it's been since 2017 when they started talking about the, To the Stars Academy started, bringing out the videos and all that other stuff. And then it was kind of, little information here and there. And then the coronavirus happened, and all of a sudden, there's all kinds of things going on. And I think it's important, especially when it comes to the bigger picture. Um, but really, what it really comes down to is truth, and what's going on behind the scenes, and on the bigger picture that a lot of people don't know about, and which there's always things like that going on that you don't know about. And uh, that's what like the other day they were talking about. I've been watching videos, and I'm not like an expert on any of this. I just kind of watch videos and kind of make my own opinion about things. But they've been talking about the New York Times coming out and having articles and stories on the government having crash retrieval, like crash retrievals of UFOs, UAPs. And today there was a story that came out. I shared the video, or the story. I'm sure there'll be videos eventually. And then Tucker Carlson is going to have something tomorrow about it. And not only that, but the show Unidentified on the History Channel has been pretty important too in the subject of UFOs and all that. And there's a lot of people coming out now talking about things they've seen, and I think that it's gonna get more broad and bigger in the situation. And um and 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 it's very, very, very important to us all. And I feel like the way that people have kind of took on the coronavirus, and people are freaking out about wearing masks and doing all this stuff, but like things happening that's never happened before. And I've said this for years, that something was going to happen that's never happened before. Um, and kind of the coronavirus is like that, sort of, in a way. But we've had a pandemic, we've had pandemics before, but not in the modern times. And I think that's kind of what it is when it comes to that. As it's never happened before. Like, I mean, it happened in what, 19, whenever the Spanish flu came and killed millions of people. And I don't think this is what that is, but I mean, it's still on that same, we still don't know because we don't have, have the the cure for it or whatever, the vaccine for it or whatever. But I think it's an interesting time to be alive, especially with everything going on. We got we got the political things, and then we got the virus going on, and we have all kinds of things going on, and like I said, it's a crazy time, and it's an important time for everybody to really just kind of hold on to things, and just kind of be strong, and don't be scared. Don't be scared because I believe things are changing, and things are going to change for the good, because at the end of the day, when the UFO and the UAP things actually come out, which they've already had pretty much, they've said that the government have said that UFOs are real. Those videos, they're real, and they're weird, and we don't know what the hell they are, and you can say it's China, Russia, whatever, but we don't really know what they are. And like I said in the post before, I think that if you know there are things like that, and you can say that, well, they're from outer space, they come from space, and they're 9 billion light years away, and they've come across the vastness of space. That's hard enough to understand, to comprehend. But if these vehicles and these beings, however you want to call it, are coming from a different dimension, something like it's just been in stories, and movies and everything, like they come from another dimension, like that's crazy. You can't even comprehend. We can barely comprehend billions of light years, let alone, another dimension. Like what is that? Like, what is that? Another dimension? That's another time and place in the universe that they can, come over here, and or even another time. Like, they come from the future of another dimension, or hell, they might be us from the future. 7 billion, and like we can't even comprehend that. So like the regular Joe that, just kind of gets up, goes to work, and pays their bills, and whatever, they're not going to be able to understand that or try to comprehend that. I'm not saying they can't understand it, but trying to comprehend it, it's like they're not. I don't think we're built for that. So that's why it's so hard for them to come out and say anything about it. And it's gonna, not only is it gonna, I think that I don't think there's gonna be like looting in the streets and everything that's been happening. That's another story. But I think it's gonna change the way you think. Sorta. It has to, because if somebody comes out and says, yes, there are other beings out there in the universe, whether it's this one or another one or this, that, there's somebody out there that thinks, and there's 7 billion years ahead of us thinking, technology and everything, so it's hard for people to understand. So that's why, I feel like the way it's kind of been a slow drip down, and it's been like that for years and years with extraterrestrial movies, Independence Day, any kind of movie about aliens, kind of makes you like kind of think, and kind of put your mind in that place. So when time happens that it finally does come to pass, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, But I mean, I think at the end of the day, most people are gonna be like, who cares? You know what, aliens, yeah, whatever, I just don't want to wear a mask when I go to Walmart, I mean, that's kind of the way it is. But my advice to people, and things going on in the world, is just kind of keep an open mind about things, and just kind of, if something comes, that you don't understand, don't sit there and be like, well, it's the devil. It's the devil. It's definitely the devil. It's evil. It's not evil. Because I feel like when it comes to extraterrestrials, and any beings that are, highly advanced, and more advanced than us, like I said, millions of years, ahead of us, they're not gonna come down and, destroy Independence Day style. Because at the end of the day, if they've been here for, thousands of years since, humans been around. They could have killed us a long time ago, you know, and I think that's something important to think about, because at the end of the day, we're always scared about what we don't understand. So, and I think that when it comes down to the paranormal and weird things, a lot of people don't want to talk about it, and they don't want to say anything about it because they don't want people to think you're crazy. But at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. I don't care what people think about me. I live my life in such a way that if I say something happened to me, you know what, it probably happened. Maybe it wasn't what I think it was, but something weird happened to me, because I've had a lot of weird things happen to me. And like, I can't explain it. I just know that things happen, and then there's a lot of things in life that we don't understand, that we need to try to understand. Like, if something weird does happen to us, we need to try to understand it and look it up and say, hey, this is what it was, or this is what it wasn't. And you know and I think a lot of people are afraid and of being ridiculed about the weird things that have happened to them. And I think that's sad, because I mean, life is about experiences, and if something, we take pictures of our kids and what they do and what we do and those experiences. But what about those weird experiences? Of course, you might not be able to get a picture of that, but if you experience something that's out of the ordinary, you see something in the sky that's not a plane, and it's not a plane, or you're sleeping at night and you have this dream and you wake up and there's something standing over in the corner, and you're like, that's really weird. Was that a dream? Instead of people, ridiculing you about it, they should be like, hey, what, and that's just kind of how we should be, as people, and that, I think, that should help us come together, because no matter who you are, doesn't matter where you come from, we all have these weird experiences that we don't want anybody to know about, and we can't talk about because it's so weird and out there. And hell, man, I'll tell you about all the shit that's happened to me. I don't care. It's hard sometimes. I don't claim to be, an expert in anything, but like I said, I know I've had some psychic experiences. I've had some visions and all this other stuff. And like I said, I think we all have that. We all have these things, and it's kind of gone the way of the dinosaur, and people don't like to talk about it, or we're not supposed to talk about it, on the bigger picture, which is stupid, because we get up, we go to work, we come home, we pay our bills, we eat dinner, we go to bed, and we get up and do it all again, and that's kind of what the status quo wants you to do. And if you have these weird experiences, they're like, no, you're crazy, you're nuts, here, take this pill. You take this pill and you won't be crazy anymore. You won't have and it shouldn't be like that. If you see Bigfoot or the Loch Ness monster in your backyard, you should be able to go on Facebook and talk about it, and not, let people not think you're crazy because you've experienced those things. It's crazy. So anyway, just in the coming weeks, the coming days, don't be so surprised when you see something about UFOs, and do your own research. Don't listen to me. Go out there, do your own research. Google it and watch videos and make your own judgment. Because like I said, there's a lot of bullshit out there. But there's also a lot of information out there. And just kind of, go out there and make your own judgment about things. And, like I said, I believe we're in a new world. Not a new world order. I mean, that's out there. That's a conspiracy theory. I think things are changing, and at the end of the day, I believe those things are going to be for the good of the people out there, all the people. If you feel like that, and you just gotta embrace it, and you just gotta hold on, because in those moments, there's going to be a lot of craziness, and there's going to be a lot of crazy things, and just kind of hold tight and just pray, and then everything eventually will be okay. And so anyway, that's just my feelings, thoughts, and ideas. You don't have to believe me. You can think I'm crazy. I don't care. I'm used to it. Everybody probably thinks I'm a little bit crazy. I'm different. Everybody's like, you're down to earth. Well, sometimes I'm down to earth. But anyway, God bless, namaste, and stay safe. Wear your mask. Wear your fucking mask. Bye.